Hello traders, it's Samurai Trader here. Welcome to this training session. In today's session I'm going to be running through and playing back a video where I was trading the one tick ES. Yes, you can trade the one tick, and I'll show you how I do that. Now also I'll quickly show you some trades I've taken just a couple of hours ago on the two tick. What's the difference? The speed of the market is one of the major differences. That is, I love trading the one tick Renko chart because you've got a nice tight stop, ideal for scalping. However, the market's got to be slow enough for you to do that, and as you're about to see in today's trading, the market was really pumping. It was near impossible, well, it would have been with trading the one tick, but very challenging with the two tick. Anyway, you'll see more of that in a moment. As always traders, there is a risk in trading. Please don't trade with money you can't afford to lose. Now also you'll get a pop-up where you can sign up for a free pass to one of my 2-hour live coaching and trade recap sessions. That is every Tuesday and Wednesday. I run 2-hour coaching sessions for my members. Just under 300 members are enrolled, so you can come along and have a look-see at exactly what I do in these sessions. As well as that, you can sign up. Included is my 3 times a week videos where I give recaps, as you're about to see, where they'll be delivered straight to your inbox, so you'll get them hot off a press. And please make sure you subscribe to my channel and give me a big thumbs up. Sorry about I've got to better put my teeth back in. Always in a hurry. There's so much to do. Give me a thumbs up, so it's quite motivating and it keeps me producing these videos. So first of all, just a quick look at today's trading. Now it was very fast. So it's Sunday, June the 28th, and as you're about to see, I'm recording this an hour or two after this session. I have recorded this trading. I won't play that back because we've got some other things I want to play back today. But I had a with trend trade, another one. I had a T10 for members watching this. We had a double T10. Then I had a short up here, so that was a 5 wins, 6 trades for 3,800, and that was all over and done with, traders, within about 15 minutes. It was very fast, which you've got to be very cautious of. Now in today's session, we're going to be talking about how I scalp and day trade the one tick ES. Now you can apply this to any market providing it's tradable. For an example, the one tick is near impossible to trade during the New York hours. It is impossible. It's just far too fast. Okay, yes, you can be executing market orders, but then there's all sorts of issues that come up with that. So this is about trading the market where you've got time to put your orders in, and I'll play this the recording back in a moment. So I had 3 out of 3 here. Then I fired off another short. I had a beautiful big picture, what I call a big picture double top up here, and so I ended up with 28.25 for the day. Now the day before, I also had a great day scalping the one tick, and once again, like a comment here, while that was fast, sometimes it can really take off, so you just got to be more cautious as a brand new trader. So which is the right time to day trade or to scalp with? Whichever is tradable. Now what I want to quickly do is just show you this also. Look, I try to keep these to 15 minutes, but there's so much I want to teach you and share with you. Now what if you don't have, for an example, to trade the one tick, you really do need to have a $4,000 account. Why? Your risk is going to be up to $80. That is 6 tick stop loss and your commission, so it works out to be about $80. We never ever risk more than 2%. We are ultimately money managers, and if you risk more than that, traders, you're going to blow your account. Greed kills traders. So what if you don't have 4,000? Well, you can start by trading with, first of all, with a prop firm, of course. The other alternative is to start with 400 and target $20 a day. Now if you do that, using my compound sheet, within 12 weeks your account now, as you're about to see, potentially is 4,600. You can now roll over and start trading the big contract, and basically within 25 weeks you've got the potential of a 10,000 a week income, and your account size is 58,000, starting with $400. Now before you go, oh, that's just not possible. Well, traders, look at my results. You trade the exact same setups as I do. All of these are patterns. Now the way my compound, and by the way, you only need 4 scalps a day. Okay, now we're after commissions. Let's just round for 24, let's make it $20 within 12 weeks, and you're trading 11 contracts, earning around 1,000 a week. Now the way the compound table works, you only add another contract every time you double your money. Then eventually you roll over and start trading the big contract, and all you need then is 3 6-tick trades a day. I won't drill down on the reason for it, but a big part of it is commissions. It's more expensive on a micro. Then within 12 weeks you got the potential there of a 10,000 a week income, and within 15 weeks for the young guns here, $20,000 a week. All you need is $200 a day per contract, which is 3 scalps a day. So you're there within 25 weeks. So what did I have down there? Oh, that's, sorry traders, I thought I was scrolling down here. Now first of all, what is really important is you trade with the trend, okay, initially. Now you'll see I love my counter trend trades and my reversal trades, but I've been trading now for 28 years, so a wee bit of experience. But you can make a great deal of money just trading with the trend. That is, we're looking for a retracement and then a trend continuation back in the direction of the overall trend. So let me pull up the recording. Now before we do that, I just thought let's just go to the current state of the market and have a quick look at what's happening in the market right now. So you can see it's 22:28 on Sunday evening, and if you're unaware of this, the futures markets actually open at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, so on Sundays, and go right through till Friday evening. So what that gives you the advantage of is you can get home from work at 6 p.m. Eastern and start trading. One thing, you can trade 23 hours, nearly said 24 hours a day. You can of course with Forex, but with futures it's 23 hours a day. Now can you trade my strategies during the New York hours? Of course, you just trade a slightly higher time frame. So if we just whiz back here now and just look at the trades I've taken, what was that there at 20:35? So it's basically 2 hours ago. Nothing special about these trades except they're all patterns. This is a pattern, that's a pattern, this is, that was, it was a break even. I then rallied up and I took this is a pattern. What about when I say what about this entry? Hang on, you're missing, that would have been a loss. No, NAC means no anchor chart. We use a higher time frame to also confirm our setups. And look down here, see how it's all red, red there and red there. So what that's telling me is on a higher time frame it's rolling over. But what we can quite clearly see is that we're in a trending market. Now my target is $350 a day per contract traded, and I believe in POQ, the power of quitting. Get in, get out, get paid. So you can see there I was out of the market and there were just some brilliant trades that set up, and I won't drill down on the arrows and the white paint bars. They're giving you very clear potential entry signals, but at times we are waiting for some other things to happen to confirm the trade. Now let's get to this recording. So traders, this is a 1 tick, and when I trade the 1 tick on the ES, of course, as I mentioned, you can trade on basically the 1 tick on, you can trade at times oil, very rarely gold, the NQ, forget it. Okay, so you've only got, oh, your currency futures, no problems. Okay, so you're limited to the amount of markets you can trade, but the huge advantage of the ES is you got massive volume. Okay, so you can easily trade 10 to 20 contracts 23 hours a day. Now let's just first of all start playing this back, and we can see the yellow line. You'll hear me say regularly, follow the gold. Unless you're trading a counter trend trade like you had one up there, and we actually call that, besides counter trend, it's also known as a bet the farm setup. Here was a counter trend trade. So you're bouncing off yesterday's open, which we call a pivot, and you had some divergence. It may be hard for you to see down the bottom there. So this is a divergence trade, and so is that one. Now this was divergence down here. Now I wasn't in those trades, but I am long here. Okay, so I've gone long, and this is called a slingshot trade. Now usually you'll see me pull the chart down. I'll probably do it in a moment, as when I record these sessions I don't do audio because I really want to stay focused on trading. So what do we do here? This might have been target 200 a day, and the reason being, on different time frames I have different targets, and the reason being because of the capital requirements that I need to allow. So I've just got a little personal thing I work on, and I've got a 6-tick stop, and generally I'm after 6 ticks, but it depends what's in front of your trade. Okay, and you'll see we bounce off pivots all the time. Perhaps one of the best kept secrets of trading is how to really trade pivots correctly. And look at yesterday's open, we bounce. That's a Camarilla pivot up there, we bounce. Okay, so I might just move some of this along. Okay, so all you need is 3 trades a day that I'm about to show you, and that's $200 plus a day. That's after any losses, of course, but all you need is 3, that one there, that one there, this one here. But I recommend all new traders do not trade divergence initially. You had a beautiful little setup there. All of these are 6-tick moves. You only need 3 net trades a day, and within 12-13 weeks you truly have that potential of being set up for financially for life. Now why doesn't everyone do it? Because this is easy, because the easy things are also easy not to do. And most traders, they want to cut corners, they won't follow the money management rules, or they get bored. Sometimes we're going to have to sit here for half an hour waiting for a setup. However, what would you be willing to do if you could earn that 5 to 10, 20,000 a week working from home part-time? Virtually anything. And that is the true potential if you learn how to trade these setups correctly. So we've now hit our target of 6 ticks. Now what I'll normally do is, as soon as I hit, I'm going short here, this is probably a T3, we'll see in a moment. So that was a 1613 entry, so I've got codes for it for all my different setups, and it's a trend following strategy. This obviously is going to be a potential counter trend trade. Now see where my sell stop order is. That's based upon something I'm waiting for on the anchor chart 1, a very clear candle signal on the Renko. Very easy to learn. However, it's still a counter trend trade. Stick with the trend initially. My job as your trading coach is to keep you in the business. Now what we've got here, I've now stopped into the trade. My stop is 1 tick above the swing, and I have a 6-tick target. Now sometimes I'll increase that target if, say, I've got what we call major angulation, or if I'm selling into a major pivot, or it's called a price magnet area. Sometimes I might only go for 3 or 4 ticks. That is, if I'm buying into a pivot or a major area, that's where then I may even decrease the target and just get a quick scalp, get in, get out, get paid. That's a secret in this business. Yes, we can go for the home runs. In some of my work, you may have actually heard me talk about the movie Moneyball, where in Moneyball, I think the movie came out in, what was that, 2001 or something like that. And as they say in the movie, don't go for the home runs, just get on base. And that's what this is about when we're scalping. We just want to hit 6 to 8 ticks, get out and bank our profits. It keeps our risk low, because we can limit it to 6 ticks. Now just see here how I've gone to break even. So on my ATM, I've got it where I go to break even at plus 5 ticks. Now sometimes I'll actually lift my stop back up if I think I might get shaken out too early. Okay, but here this is a very high probability setup, and see that angle, this is called angulation. When we have price action angling away very strongly like this, this is a major bonus to our trading. And this, by the way, was at also just before midnight. And for members watching, yes, that was also turned into a T10 just there. So I'll move this along. Here I'm going long just here. Well, obviously I'm going, well, maybe I shouldn't say obviously. So I'm going long, and my target is 1 tick below, or 6 ticks away, 1 tick below that swing high. And I'll just move this along fairly quickly so we can just come on, keep going. So I'm targeting, and once again automatically it'll take me to break even at plus 5. Now you'll usually see me scroll the chart down, compress it so I can see where our pivots are. I do it every couple of minutes as a reminder, so I haven't done it yet, or maybe I've skipped past when I have done it, because what we don't want to do is say have a target and just have off screen larger target a pivot, because there's always a very good chance you'll bounce off your pivots. So here we're up plus 4 ticks, and my stop, as you can see, is 1 tick below the swing, and that just popped, as we can see. Now normally on when we've got well, there, I was about to say, normally now I'd be looking to see if I get a divergence trade set up. Okay, and the reason being, so over here for members watching, we had a double T3, and here I just put in a 1D setting up question mark, because when we rally up like this, it's almost like a cup and handle type pattern, we quite often will get a reversal. And we look down here at the MACD sorry, the MACD platinum, just got to remember which indicator we're looking at, and I've got no divergence, but looking at my higher time frame, for me to put that in, I would have divergence. Now once again, traders, this ain't rocket science. It really isn't. It's just about taking the time to learn the patterns. So that was all over in 30 minutes. Now later on I then fired off another trade. So this was about another hour later, I think it was 4 from 4. Now I don't normally take other trades once I've hit my daily target. Nothing worse, you've hit a great target, you take another trade, you get a loss. Okay, it's psychologically I don't like it. I know traders might say, but you've been trading for 28 years, it shouldn't bother you. Well, it does. No one likes to lose money. Now it's totally different, by the way. If you're managing someone else's money, you can remain indifferent. Okay, but over here this was what we call a 1D offer, so I had major divergence on a higher time frame. So let's now just quickly go back to what's happening here now. Now since we've been talking here, we can see here we're making lower lows and lower highs, and finally we break below. And if you look at this just here, you can see that all of my indicators, and these ones here are replicated indicators from a higher time frame. So it gives me a really good heads up on what's happening on a higher time frame, where to then take a trade. Now here, 3 10-tick moves a day will net you $350 a day, or 5 6-step moves, or 4 8-step moves. That is, see these, I call these steps. You don't have to stay and trade all day. Now remember the term before, follow the gold. We want to be following the gold on the way down here. Now see how we're bouncing. Now just here we may have even taken a loss. Just here we're following the gold, we had a bounce, we rallied up 1 tick above, and then finally we roll over. And this is where it's essential, traders, that you learn to think and trade in trade lots of 20. Now I just noticed this on my anchor chart and I have to show you this. Look what we bounced off there. See that black line? You'll be blown away at what this represents, and we bounce off that every single day. You get multiple EMA bounces. And what does that mean? High probability trade entries. Traders, look, I've covered a lot in this session. This is not rocket science. It's about learning the patterns. Now you can come and join me in my, I run both a coaching room. I do 8 2-hour sessions each month, and I also run a live trading room. So I do 2 sessions a week of the coaching session, 6 to 8 p.m. And you're getting an invite here to come along to one of those. And we have also, I run a live trading room, 3 2-hour sessions each week. Now for $297 you get lifetime access to my members area. I won't even show you how comprehensive. It's probably the most comprehensive traders website in the world for active traders. All of my indicators are free. If I don't have them coded for your platform, I give you the indicator settings either way, so you can code what I do on any platform. So for $297 you get a month free to my coaching room, a month to the live trading room, and there's no automatic sign up. That is, there's no other commitment required, and lifetime membership to the members area. So traders, come and join me as a member, and make sure you give me a big thumbs up, please. And if you want these sorts of results like I just showed you here, just from 2 hours ago, come and join me and let me teach you how to scalp and day trade the markets. Thank you, trader. Oh, by the way, the link to join is just below in the description link, so you can sign up using one of the pop-ups as far as the coaching sessions go, and of course you can join me down below. Thanks, traders.